Hi lovelies and welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos and leave commentaries and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. All right, lovelies, let's dive in today's video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys where the sisters are actually reacting to the leave the world behind and the meaning of this obey NASA or get destroyed. And I was just able to put up some stitches because a lot of people were reacting to it and the meaning. Guys, I'm just going to roll the clip. Please leave me your thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment or so we're just here for educational purposes. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
My guy. Alright, so y'all been asking me to give my interpretation of the movie Leave the World Behind. And yeah. So basically what that movie is telling y'all is obey NASA and believe they lies, or they're gonna bring destruction onto us and Babylon is going to fall. America is going to fall. And you know, it's kind of crazy because a lot of y'all made fun of me back in 2020 when I first started talking about the flat earth and all that extra stuff and how NASA was fake and how I got so many threats behind those videos. But now they putting the threats in the movies. And everybody just looking past it. I told y'all to start stacking up on canned goods, waters. I told y'all all of this back in 2020. And all people try to do is laugh at me like I was dumb or something. But I'm telling you, something is about to happen to America and y'all better stack up. They even gave y'all some little hints in the movies of what y'all should get. I think the problem with us is we keep looking at every other country's wars, not understanding that soon, a war is gonna fall upon us. They already giving y'all little hints telling y'all the internet gonna cut off. There's gonna be an internet apocalypse. They be throwing out little hints here and there. A lot of y'all can't even live without internet. Y'all so stuck it and took over y'all's actual lives. Like, a lot of y'all not even in reality no more. Everything's based off what you do on social media. A lot of people gonna go crazy. People gonna start looting. People gonna start starting riots, and the world is going to fall. America is going to fall. Just like in the movie, when things start getting bad, the first thing y'all better do is fill y'all bathtub up with water. Make sure y'all got batteries, Tylenol. Make sure y'all stacking up on food. Canned goods is the best food to stack up on because it lasts longer. And ain't no telling how long we gonna go through what we gonna go through. And the main thing I suggest is everybody go cop you a generator and a crank radio. See, us here in the U.S., we live in a delusion. We live and go day by day like if nothing just can never happen to us. And that's where we gonna fall at. You never know when these countries gonna decide to turn their back on us and bring war to us. Even when the part on the movie when all the Teslas was driving by themselves reckoning to each other. Because they got that full self-driving capability. And once the software start acting up and all that stuff happened, it made those cars start going berserk. Another thing I suggest is y'all stop using fluoride. If you pay attention, they put a lot of that in our toothpaste. And I don't know if y'all understood the sound, but I know y'all know about them high-pitched noises, or like when Freddy Krueger grabbed his nails and scraped it across the chalkboard. You know how when that stuff happens, how like it makes us like grit our teeth, like you start feeling like your teeth like feel weird or they starting to hurt. And that's why the little boy in the movie, his teeth started falling out because of that noise. So basically in the movie it's telling us to obey NASA or war will come upon us. Even when they dropped that new language, like it was a different language, but they dropped the little papers onto the people. And the little boy, he knew that it said death to America. Babylon will fall, regardless. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not even be a year from now. But I want y'all to know that it is going to happen. It's one of the prophecies in the Bible. Rather if you religious, not religious, believe the Bible, don't believe the Bible, when God's word comes out, it never comes back void. So it's going to happen regardless. And I just hope y'all ready. And I truly hope y'all are listening to what I'm saying. All I'm gonna tell y'all is stay prepared. And this is not to scare nobody or nothing. But this stuff is going to happen. And I'm just doing my best to get it out there to help people. And when these things do start to happen, all I gotta say is trust no one. Because people gonna be turning on each other like crazy. There was even a part in the movie where the woman started talking about the satellites that's in space. And the black dude said, nah, satellites are networked computers down here on Earth. Remember those ocean cables I told y'all about when I told y'all satellites is not real? And the fake satellites that they do have up in the air are floating on helium balloons. They're not in space, and there's nothing connecting or bringing communication down here from space. Because you can't get outside the firmament of the earth. We are living in a dome, sort of like a snow globe. All the network and communications and all that stuff that we get come from ocean cables, not no fake satellites. The same way NASA want to keep telling us that the earth is round, when the Bible clearly states that we're basically living in a snow globe. Basically how Sandy living up in the SpongeBob show. We are basically living in a dome, like a snow globe with water surrounding us. And that's why in the movie they put that little subliminal obey NASA with the little boy and the little girl. Because they basically telling us stop talking. Stop telling people this stuff because people are believing us. And they gonna bring destruction down here on us if we don't obey them. Because all that stuff is a part of the Illuminati. Keep us in a delusion. Keep us in these lies. Freedom of speech don't even exist anymore, y'all. Freedom of speech don't even exist anymore. Do y'all see what's happening to the freaking U.S.? Like, are y'all don't see the economy about to crash? Y'all don't see what's finna happen? Stop being so stuck up in social media, man. Stop being so stuck up on the next celebrity, the next show, all this messy drama stuff. Like, okay, y'all can watch that, but man, please pay attention to what's happening out here. I watch that stuff too, but I keep my eyes open. I'm not just stuck in that stuff 24/7. Y'all better look to what's happening out here. Stop acting blind like y'all don't see what's going on. The same way y'all stuck up in all these drama TV shows and all this extra stuff, be stuck in them books. Be stuck in what's going on in the world right now. Pay attention. Because Babylon is finna fall. And I hope we just all ready for it. And y'all better teach y'all kids the truth too. See, the reason they put that one part in the movie where the little girl started asking about her TV show is because it's trying to show y'all that y'all kids is so stuck up in these TVs and electronics, iPads and iPhones, that when actual stuff start happening to the world, they not even gonna care. Because they gonna be too focused on the fake shows that they have imprinted in their mind 24/7. They gonna be more worried about fictional characters that they miss, rather than what's actually going on out here. Because y'all got y'all kids living in this fake reality life. So when actual real life world stuff start happening and disasters start coming upon us, they not gonna know how to act. They not gonna understand nothing because y'all kept them in that delusion for so long. They not gonna care about nothing but they cartoons and they fictional characters. Teach y'all kids about the world and what's probably finna come upon us. Stop letting them live in these delusions. Tell them the truth about the dark side of life too, or they are going to be lost. Also, pay attention to animals. Their instincts is out of this world. That's why they should have knew that something was coming. When all those deers lined up, when those flamingos ended up in their pool, like what is they even doing all the way out here? Cause they running away from something. They sense something about to come, and they know danger is about to come upon them. Pay attention to animals. A lot of stuff in the U.S. is ran off oil and our ocean cables. So if any country want to end the U.S. and stop the things that we got going on, all they got to do is get rid of our oil, stop all of the boats, and ruin all the ocean cables, satellites. And it's sad to say, but when stuff like this starts to happen, you will not be able to trust no one. I also suggest y'all to buy those filtered straws where it allows you to drink dirty water. And those little metal things that you can put in the trees that allows you to drink water from the tree. Those are good things for survival stuff. All I'm trying to say is stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Because when stuff start happening, there's going to be some crazy stuff going on up in those stores. So I'd rather y'all just already have the stuff and not die trying to get the stuff when disaster falls upon us. So you won't have to fight other people and put yourself in danger trying to finally go stack up on things. Much love to all of y'all and stay woke.
Y'all, the last time things went down, we didn't look good as a unit. We did not look good as a collective. Our first logical mind was to get toilet paper. And I don't want to be a part of that. I don't. I want to look strong. They got other stuff. And we had toilet paper. Do y'all know what they got over there? Everywhere else, but over here, do y'all know what they got? Like, what kind of toilet paper, y'all? Did y'all even think about it before you executed this plan? Y'all didn't even present it to the collective. Y'all just went out running amok and doing what y'all wanted to do. Y'all didn't even run it by anybody. Who idea was that? We didn't look good as a unit. We gotta be on one accord. They are against all of us. Damn it. They poisoning our food. They throwing shit in the air. They're linking us to our phones, making robots and cars that drive themselves. Do y'all see what's going on? Y'all have to understand that we are in this together. And we are not implementing toilet paper in this plan, damn it. I love y'all. Be great.
So back in September, I told you everything that was gonna happen when this movie came out. I even told you guys to pay attention because it was going to be somewhat of a warning. The uncanny relation to what is going on right now versus Leave the World Behind the movie is actually really scary. And the fact that in this movie they talk about winter solstice, which is also known as the celebration of winter, or Yule, also known as Christmas, and this is when these things are supposed to happen. Not a coincidence. I just want to say, if you are someone that follows me and thinks like me and understands that the things that I speak about and say, I just want to say I love you. Now, one thing that I also want to get into about this video is the scene with the Teslas. This specific scene in the movie Leave the World Behind, Julia Roberts, her husband, and her 2 children are trying to escape where they are staying and make their way into there is only 2 roads that lead to the inner city in this movie, which are Manhattan and just New York. They are trying to go from Long Island to the inner city of Manhattan and go through to get to New Jersey. Nevertheless, they get to the road that is supposed to take them to the expressway. So if this is the only road in, it's also the only road out. And this is where they come across over maybe 100 crashed Tesla Model 3s. Initially, they come up with the idea that maybe there is someone in these Teslas, but then Julia Roberts realized these are all brand new, off the dealership Teslas. She goes up to read the fine print on the side, which most people bypass when they buy a new vehicle that has the make and model, the features, everything like that. This is the best that I can get the screenshot. It's really kind of hard to see, but if you can depict what the image says, and this is on the side of the Tesla, it says self-driving, navigate on autopilot. And apparently these Teslas have literally driven themselves into one another to block any escape in and out of this major city. And then the scene goes on to show them actually driving into one another to block all main roads leading out of the major city of New York. To me, this movie is really trying to warn everybody about these automatic cars. And I have been seeing these videos about Teslas having what is called the eye. And this eye literally takes over the car to the point where it will use auto brake. And if you don't believe me, look it up for yourself. Remember when I told you there are a lot of things in Leave the World Behind, the movie, that are oddly similar to what is going on in modern day? I mean, the movie just came out and these similarities are happening so rapidly. But guess what also just happened with Tesla Model 3s? There's a massive recall because of a problem with the autopilot. And as you can see, this tweet just came out on X that is owned by the same people who own Tesla, or the same person. Tesla is recalling more than 2 million vehicles across its model lineup to fix a defective system. And then goes on to say the system is to ensure drivers are paying attention when they are using autopilot. Is that it? Because that same feature is also responsible for driving the car itself. If no one's paying attention and no one's in the car, how is it driving? Think about it.
So, y'all want to hear something cool? So right here in my home state, in the beautiful state of Michigan, there was a protest going on. And the crazy part about it is, they were chanting, "Death to America." So as I'm sitting here listening to the speech and then listening to the chant, I was like, where exactly did I hear this shit? Because this sounds entirely too fucking familiar. Then my brain said, "Boo." And that's when it hit me. I heard "Death to America" on "Leave the World Behind." And the other crazy part about it is the fact that when I mentioned this shit on live, explaining how terrifying that shit was, some of you motherfuckers was laughing at me. So, for those who were laughing, just so y'all know, y'all are still fans at the end of the goddamn day. Now I have a question for you. I mean, Obama, if you was not bullshitting about this motherfucking movie, you could have warned a motherfucker. Back to my question. When "Death to America" starts popping the fuck off, and it's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. So when this shit starts to pop off, are you still going to believe that this shit is funny? I highly fucking doubt it.
Like, seriously, lovely, is when I saw this video, the first thing that came into my mind was to actually reflect on what is happening in our today's society, in our today's economy, like what is practically happening. You know, there's one thing about this lady, this woman I call my guy girl. She's also my guy girl. So she is one of the people that I used to follow for a very long time, and the way she talks and the way she bring out her own knowledge, she, as if she knows what exactly what she's talking about. So this leave the world behind movie, I think it was Obama. It has to do with Obama, trying to like, okay, let's do this thing. Let's, because of what I have stayed in the office, and let's just tell the world how the world is and what is actually going to happen and all of that. I have not really sat down to, watch the said movie, but I have seen some of the trailers. I have seen some of the commentaries and all of that. So I would advise for you to actually understand what's the staged videos and what they are actually talking about. So I'll advise you to, sit down, watch this movie. It's actually on Netflix. You can see it on Netflix. For those of you that have not, seen this movie. So you can just sit down and see this movie and actually reflect it in the world of today, in the world of the world we are living today and the happenings of today. You will realize that this is just something like a prediction. It is a prediction that is coming to reality. If we talk about freedom of speech, you don't have any right to say anything. You just have to obey. Like, when I saw that obey NSSA, I decided to just go, say the meaning or the biblical meaning of a thing. I realized that the NASA was something that has to do with SAT. Yeah, Satan. Like, it means you have to obey, so that you will be saved. You have to obey NARSA. You have to obey, what it means. And for those two, case to where they obey and the other one is wearing the NARSA, it does something that when you reflect it in the world of today, it's a movie, but that movie is just like a prediction or something, or happening, like something that is just happening now, like now. If you talk about food, if you talk about the war, the economic crisis, if you talk about the inflation, the rise in food, like if you talk about the way at which, they don't even care about anybody anymore. They don't care about people's opinion anymore. Just imagine just imagine what has been going on in PAL. This thing has been going on in PAL for a very long time. Just use that as an example. It's been going on for a very long time. People have been, reacting to it. People have been, trying to like give their own opinion. They're silent, Jane, and all of that. And nothing is being done. And the only thing that they actually did was to, pass a bill of everything now is now anti-Semitic. So if you actually complain about what is going on, you have been anti. If you complain against what is going on, you're an anti wherever. So that means there is no more freedom of speech. You just have to take anything that he told you, be it a lie, truth, or whatever. If you see them humiliating, or if you see someone being humiliated, or if you see some group of people or some group of state or whatever being humiliated, you just have to keep quiet and watch them do whatever they want to do. It's either you obey or you join. Oh my God, this thing is just getting. It's either you obey or you get yourself to be blamed. Because I saw a video of somebody, a particular person, reacting to, oh my God, all these people, all these pro-Palestinian people and all of that. If they actually want to save PL, they should go over there and do their contest and do their protest. So that means instead of you to talk about what is going on, instead of you to cancel what is going on, instead of you to obey, not to obey, it's you have to go and join them. So it's either you obey or you face the consequences of what those people are facing. See the high price on food and services. A lot of people are complaining of food poisoning. A lot of people are complaining of unhealthy food. And upon all the complaint and all of that, nothing is being done. Nothing is said. Nothing, nobody is doing nothing. They will you can complain all you care, but you are just going to be doing what we want you to do. You don't have any right to complain. So anything we bring, just take it as it is. The economy is just something we can't even write home about. The hike in food prices, the inflation. People have been complaining of the inflation, the hike. Nobody is doing nothing. I seriously love this. The crisis, the eclipse, the revolutions, things are really happening. You just have to take your time and, and see that movie. when you're seeing the movie, just try to reflect it with what is happening in our society of today. Just try to like, what is it is as if the movie is as if it's just something that is happening which has no end, because all of the situation that we are now, nobody knows the end. Nobody know, because even at the ending of the movie, it still have some kind of, okay, what is the solution, what is the end all about, which the end might probably be what's the society like, how are all of these things that is going on is going to end, because the movie does not even have a befitting ending. Obey nurse or you. So it's as if this world has been hijacked by some, I don't know, and it's being controlled by some, I don't know. That even no matter what you want to do, your voices are not even heard anymore. Your complaints are not, is something that nobody cares about it. It's either you obey and do or follow suit of whatever thing they are doing or saying to you. Just agree. It's either you agree or you are just miserable. And this thing is just something that everybody need to look into, come together, think, and I don't know. Seriously, I do not know. But the word, something is really happening. Something is going on. A lot of rich folks are buying private bunkers. I don't know why, but a lot of them are just purchasing private island bunkers, storing food. I do not know what is going on, because of people need to like, we need to be aware. Everybody needs to like open up, get as much as information you need to, and just live and see what is happening, because the way at which this world is going right now, I do not also know. That is why I brought it here, for us to actually dialogue and know what is going on. Like, what the heck is going on? You just have to, if you've not watched this, leave the word behind. Just do yourself a favor to see that movie. At the ending of the movie, it's just something that's is still like it's still in a continual process, just the way the world is right now. And I'll just and see if I can have time to watch it. I've seen some of these, the trailers, the series, and all of that, the explanation and people's reactions. So I'm just, with all of these things, I think we just need to like, we need to start thinking. We need to start really thinking. Anyways, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or any name callings or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. I'm here to share my thoughts, and I would also like you guys to also share your thoughts, because we are all here to educate each other. No one is perfect. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational, informative purposes, guys. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.